Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we would be seeing on different types of CLI commands which we can use in DuckDB. So, as we already saw, to open a DuckDB in CLI, we have to just enter the DuckDB command. That's it. And it will enter by default in memory mode. In case if you want to open it in persistent mode, you have to use DuckDB and the file name. And the output should be this is nothing but the output format. If you keep it as -json, the output of your files stored will be in the JSON format. If you keep it as CSV, the output of your file stored will be CSV. If you keep -read only, it will just work for the read only for this file which you have opened. So if this file doesn't exist, then it will create a new file. If this file do exist, then it will open the existing DB file and you can read the tables, the schemas, whatever which already exist in that file as well. So this is how we open the DuckDB in persistent mode with an existing file or with a new file. That's it. If you see, so I just opened it in the persistent mode and I've run the create statement, insert statement, and I've just exited it. Now if I go to the terminal, I can clearly see that that particular DB file has been created. That's it. So if I just enter DuckDB, it will be in the in-memory mode. So after opening in in-memory mode also, you can again open the DuckDB database file using .open and the file name. So if you see, I opened in the in-memory mode, but I opened this file. So now it will be in the persistent mode and I've created one table. And when I click on show tables, it is showing the table which I already created above with tab and the table which I created now with tab 1. So both the tables are created. So that is the another way we can open. I've just exited again and again I opened in the in-memory mode, and if I click on show tables, nothing is there, because in the in-memory mode, as we know, the data will be stored only for the memory and once closed, everything is gone. And also here in my folder, I have this test.sql and it has just a small SQL. Select star from generate series of 5. That's it. And now you can even read that any SQL file in DuckDB using CLI as .read and the file name. It just executed that SQL and given the output. That's it. You can use .exit to exit the DuckDB terminal. And also you can just execute it from the CLI as well. You have to just enter DuckDB less than the SQL file name. It just executed the SQL. This is by entering inside the database and then executing. This is just executing from the outside. You can even do this as well. DuckDB, here the type on how you want to open it, it's in memory and I have executed the SQL. So if you want to execute any SQL query instead of running the SQL file, you can even do this. Here we are saying it's in memory, or if you want to do it in some database, you can do it. DuckDB, the database file name and the table name. If you see, so if I go to the finder, I can see that particular database has been created. Now if I'll open the DuckDB database, and if I click on show open and if I click on show tables, the TBL got created. The table is what we have created here from the CLI without opening or without entering into DuckDB. So these are the other ways to execute the SQL files or the SQL statements without entering into the DuckDB directly from the CLI. And also if you want to copy the data or export the data from the SQL to a file, you can do that. So just copy off the select statement, the output will be written into this particular CSV file, test2.csv. So if I open, see 100 and 101, that's it. So that's what I've given here, right? 100 and 101, that's it. So that is how we can even export the SQL statement output into a CSV file or any kind of file. And when I do ls, we got that file created. That's it. See, I just did cat also and we got that output. And also we can read environment variables in DuckDB using getenv and the home. I got this path. That's it. And also we can get the help of the commands. So I want to know all the commands which I can execute in the CLI which starts with M. So I can just use .help M. Similarly with I, with O, all the commands and the explanation will be given. So I entered the DuckDB. Now if you see the mode marked, that means I'm saying the display mode and everything will be in the markdown format, and the output of my SQL should be in the result.md in the markdown file. So when I executed this SQL, the output is written inside this results.md. If you see, I've just cat results.md and I got hello, hi, hello and hi. But again, if you see, I have overwritten the output feature. if you say dot output, I didn't give anything, so it will display immediately. So good evening, good morning, so it just displayed immediately because I didn't ask to write the output into any file, so it just displayed it. Here I asked to write into MD file, so it wrote here. That's what we are seeing here. That's it. And also we can filter out the schemas and tables and everything. I just created 3 tables here, and when I do dot tables, I got all the table names, and when I do dot schema, I got all this schema of the tables. And we can filter out using percentile dot tables which has the L, which dot schema which has W. So I got those schemas and those tables alone. That's it. The display mode I am setting it as CSV here, and the output I am asking to write into import example.csv. If you see here, select 1 as call a, 2 as call a, union all 10, 20, 100, 20. So the output will be written inside this import example.csv. If you see, when I do ls, I got this file created, and when I cat that, I got the output. As I have set the mode as CSV, here it has written inside the comma separated file. Now if you see here, I've just created a mode CSV and output to display right here, and here I'm just creating a table and now loading the data from the file which we have created above from the import CSV to this table. So to do this, dot import the file name and the table name. Hyphen skip one means I am asking to skip the header because this has the header of call A and call B. Just skip that. And when I do select star from load table, it has given me the output. That's it. And also we can like how we have the mode as CSV and JSON and all, we can even have the another command called dot separator of pipe. So when we do dot separator pipe and when we run some kind of SQL, it prints with this separator pipe. If you see the output of separator. So these are all the few commands which we can execute using CLI in DuckDB. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.